Cool.
Man, your show's gonna be awesome, bro. Your show's gonna be awesome.
All right. Okay, how you guys doing? I'm Little Dog, and you're watching today's Entertainers with Little Dog. Today we are actually live from Freddo, Texas, Freddo ATX. Thank you guys for allowing us to be here as well. So it's actually pretty cool. I'm excited for this. I have him here with Adrian Garza. How you doing, Adrian?
Doing great, brother. How are you?
Man, doing great. I've been trying to get you up for an interview for a while. Our schedule just kind of managed to mingle right here.
Yeah. So when Little Dog asked me to come out here, he's like, "Hey, man, I'm doing an event out in Austin and on Saturday," and I said, "Dude, I'm doing an event in Austin on Sunday." So he stuck around one more day, and then we were able to hang out and make this happen. It's a road trip, field trip.
It sure is. And so it's been a crazy week. I've been pretty busy with a whole lot of acting jobs. And so for those of you who know, last 3 days I've been 4 days in a row I've been booked. And so it has been insane. So I appreciate everybody who's joining. A lot of times, I do want to thank my sponsors. My sponsors is Water Pure Texas, as well as Enchiladas Olay. Thank you guys for allowing us to stay on the air and keep going. And so this is a little bit of a different setting for us, as you can see right here. This is actually a historical landmark right here. And I just think that this is actually a pretty awesome place, actually. They serve coffees, cocktails, and what else was it? Beers as well, right?
Yeah, later on tonight, I think that's what they're going to do in food.
Yeah. And the reason why we actually met here is because he's actually going to be performing here tonight. Tell us around what time that it's going to be.
Yeah, so if you guys are in the Austin, Texas area, you can come check out the show tonight. 6 to 9 o'clock, I'll be playing right there on that little stage. So it'll be great.
And this is actually a pretty cool place. Went around, looked a little bit. I got a little bit of a video, which I'm going to share a little bit later on. But actually, we're here to actually meet Adrian Garza. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Adrian.
Yeah. Well, one, it's great to meet you. And I wanted to just do a little quick toast right here to fun with some friends and a new friend right here, live from Austin, Texas. Salud.
Salud.
Okay, yeah. So my name is Adrian Garza. I'm a Tex-Mex country singer. I grew up in learning how to play music in a family band in Fort Worth, the Latin Express band out of Fort Worth, Texas. They've been doing their thing for a really, really long time, and they're in the Town Roots Hall of Fame. But that's where I learned how to play the Tex-Mex Tejano music style. But I grew up in the Fort Worth Stockyards. That's where I was born and raised, and during the summers, I would hang out with my grandmother, and she was a musician. She was a Guadalupana, so she would sing in the church, in the Catholic church, and do that whole thing. And just always grew up with her singing. She had an organ in her front living room, and music was always a big part of my life. My dad is the first one that showed me how to play guitar. Nice. He wasn't a guitar virtuoso by any means, but good enough to wet my whistle and get me excited about the guitar. He put me in classical guitar lessons when I was 10. And then during the summer times, I'd go back and hang out with my grandmother. And one summer I picked up a job working for the Fort Worth Herd in the Fort Worth Stockyards. And the Fort Worth Herd is the world's longest running daily cattle drive. So twice daily, they take these longhorns, a whole herd of cattle up the Exchange Street, which is the main thoroughfare of the stockyards. And my job was not to tend to the cattle, but to tend to the horses that are working the cattle. So I was called what's called a stall hand. And at that time, I was really Americanized. I was listening to pop music, rock music, but in the stalls, they would play. They had a little beat up radio. It was terrible. FM dial. It was like it sounded like you were calling back radio to Baghdad or like something like it was real terrible. And but on that radio, they had the local country music station, and it was playing constantly. And for the first couple of weeks, I tried to tune it out because it wasn't my speed.
Yeah.
But slowly, I started hearing some songs that I liked. older tunes too. I liked country western music, so they play like Statler Brothers and Bob Wills and a bunch of really great country music. Um, and so I started to get an appreciation for it.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, yeah.
Man, that's really cool. That's a lot of
And now
history
I
right
write
there.
now I write music. Now I write country songs, and it's a lot of fun.
And you also act too, don't you?
Yeah, I've done some acting. Uh, don't look it up now, but because you're watching the podcast live right here with Little Dog, today's entertainers. But later on, you can look it up. I did some stuff when I was a child. I did a lot of commercials. So I did
Nice.
a Pizza Patron commercial. That's like my crowning achievement. No, I wouldn't say that. But you can look it up. It's Proterra was the advertising agency. It's called Más Pizza, Menos Dinero. And then we ate the pizza and smile real big. But did some of that. And I did, most recently, I've done some spokesperson jobs for Riverside Barber and Beauty Institute out of Fort Worth, Texas. Riverside Barber and Beauty Institute, where you can find a brand new you. And they teach people the barber and beauty industry. So that's really cool. Doing some stuff for them. Did some stuff for United Hail Solutions out of
Nice.
Fort Worth, Texas. It's a auto hail damage repair company. So a
Man,
lot of
that's
stuff
awesome.
like that. A lot of spokesperson jobs, and people would ask me to do that just because they'll see my advertisements for my shows and whatnot, and they ask me to do stuff like
Man,
that.
that is awesome.
But I know that you're an actor,
Yeah.
and I know that you've just been recently doing a lot of stuff for Taylor Sheridan on his shows, what Landman, Yellowstone, all those shows.
I wasn't on Yellowstone, but I did Landman, 1923, Lawman Bass Reeves. Recently, I also did one for his new show coming up, Rio Apollo.
Oh, right on.
So,
Well,
yeah.
so yeah, so you're a big star already. All right, again, I was on one episode of Landman, and that was a lot of fun too. So
Nice.
maybe they'll ask me to, but I don't have like that real Indio look like you, man. Even though I am of Native American descent, but you got that Indio look, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I'm a mix. I'm Spanish, German, and Mexican. So people are always confused as to what I am. I'm the Mexican people, they think I'm white. White people think I'm Mexican. I don't really fit in anywhere. And it's confusing. But I am Native American.
Nice.
Yaqui and Yoeme Indian
Nice.
from Sonora.
What it is you're undercover.
No, you know what it is? Okay, everybody, once I say this, everyone's going to know what I'm talking about. In Louisiana, they have a type of people, the Cajun people, the Creole people, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I am, it's called a Tejano. Tejano is the mix of all the melting pot of the people who were colonizing what's now known as Texas. And
Nice.
so, like I said, I'm Spanish, I'm German, and I'm Mexican, but that Mexican part is Native American. So
Exactly. And actually, that's what I tell a lot of people that say, oh, I'm Mexican. I'm like, actually, you're indigenous. They just rebranded you guys.
there you go.
That's
Exactly.
all it is. Because
Yeah.
there's more people in Mexico that actually speak the indigenous language than anywhere else in the continent, really. Just because, I mean, they don't even know Spanish. They don't know English. They only know their indigenous language.
Well, and Mexican is a governmental title, right?
Yeah.
So it's not.
It's like saying we're American.
Yeah. But what are you really, right? I'm
Yeah.
from Jamaica. I'm from the Congo. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, but that's pretty cool. So, that's just a little bit about who I am and why I am and
That is
why
awesome.
I look like this and I talk like this and so and the music I play.
It's you did give us a background about how long you've been playing guitar. How long have you been doing music on your own that you started I guess your style of music?
So when I was a kid growing up playing with my family's band, they did their thing, but I realized real quick I couldn't make a living doing that. So I wanted to be a full-time musician making a living playing music, but I didn't want to go the route that a lot of my other friends were doing. They were touring the globe. They were being some of my friends, Oh Sleeper, right? So Micah Kennard, shout out to him. He's a rock dude. I just remember hearing them was touring all over the place. And other people like, well, I'd see like Josh Weathers moving all around all over the place and playing all over. And then folks like some of my friends played with this chick named Maren Morris, and she was playing everywhere. And then then my buddy Leon Bridges started playing all over the place, and I don't know, that wasn't a thing I wanted to do, so I figured out how to do it in town, and I started a little pop cover band, right? And that was easy for me. That was an easy thing to do, and I would make some jobs, do some stuff, but it was rewarding in the sense that I was learning the craft of playing. But now, a couple years later, after that had transpired, I started writing songs for other people,
Yeah.
and I started, remembering I could do that, back from like my rock and roll days and writing
Nice.
rock songs.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, I'm gonna do what I actually like. I like country music. I love Tejano music. I like the blend. So I started writing songs of my own.
That's
And here we are. I'm on the approach of my debut solo album, right? No, so not writing songs. I'll still write songs for other people, but now I'm focusing on my thing.
Man, congrats.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much. And it's led to a lot of really cool opportunities. Most recently, like, I'm gonna be playing at Billy Bob's.
Yeah. When is that actually coming up?
Yeah, so I'll be playing at Billy Bob's Sunday, August the 31st. It's the last day in August, so that's an easy way to remember it. And I'm opening up the show for Cody Jinks, Ward Davis, Josh Weathers, Joey Green, Michael Lee, and I'm the very first one. So doors open at 5 o'clock, and I play at 6 o'clock. The name of the event is Choke Fest. And Choke Fest is a fundraiser for my good buddy, Mr. Nick Choate, my buddy Nick, who is, he has stage 4 colon cancer, okay?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and, but this right here is just like, we're celebrating that we get to have him today, that we get to love on him today, and should anything happen, because I don't know if you know this, but cancer treatment is really expensive. I think he told me that the drugs he's taking cost something like $60,000 a month.
Yeah,
it's expensive. That's of course, insurance covers some of that, but not all of that.
That's like somebody's annual salary in a month.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So it's weird that healthcare is like that, but it's like that. So all the proceeds for Choke Fest are going to go to Nick and his family, and to keep him living. And we're all going to die. I think that's something we don't talk about enough in our society.
Yeah.
I'm going to die. Little dog's going to die.
Yep.
These folks behind us, the dogs that are running around, we're all going to pass at some point. So we got to accept it, but live for today. But anyways, Nick, should he pass, the whatever funds that we get from this are going to go to his family. Nick's got 2 adopted daughters from India. He's got a stepson, and his wife, of course. And so it's going to go to taking care of them. The 2 daughters from India. It's a very interesting thing. Yeah. Nick has an adoption program called the Noel Fund, and you can look it up on all social media platforms later. And the Noel Fund helps folks who want to adopt go through that process. Nick specifically adopted his 2 daughters from India out of an orphanage that is kind of like an outcast orphanage. Wow. If you don't know this, if you're not from, or if you don't know anything about that type of the world, that place in the world, if you have any kind of deformity or any kind of thing that's off, they think that you have like a curse, and so you're kind of like banished in a way. Sent away. And so these kids, they're in their little own unique little orphanage. And so that's where he adopted his girls from. One of his daughters doesn't have an arm. One of his other daughters was born with a cleft lip. Nick and Michelle fixed it. That's awesome. But that daughter also has a high level of autism, which makes it so that Michelle has to stay home to take care of her. Wow. So all this benefit of Choke Fest is going to go to their family, and we're uplifting them because Nick's been a giver and an uplifter for all of us for so many years. So anyways, awesome, go to Choke Fest, Billy Bob's, Texas, Sunday, August 31st. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And we'll remind you guys right before the end as well.
Yeah.
And so that is awesome, man. That's actually really, really cool. And that's really kind for you guys. I mean, I had a friend that actually this weekend, if I wasn't booked, I was actually supposed to go to Oklahoma. And he actually just overcame cancer from my belief, or else he still has it. I don't remember. I have to double check on him, but
we're praying
I
for
think
him.
he's already came out. But Yeah, it's definitely a process, and I noticed that cancer's been going around a lot more. It seems like people have been getting more and more sick. It's become more common to come across somebody with cancer, where before it was a little bit more rare, which is kind of
Well,
crazy.
well, we got all these chemicals and drugs, and the food that we eat is plastic food. And I'm not going to mention who it was, but I was eating at a restaurant and they had black plastic cups the other day. And when I got to the bottom of my drink, I was inhaling the drink, sucking it in through the straw or whatever. And I could taste plastic,
Mm.
like heavy plastic. And I went ahead and I called. I didn't make no post on. Y'all be calling people out online, man. Y'all are wrong for that. Just talk to a manager, talk to somebody. And anyways, I talked to that gentleman and I told him, and they wound up getting rid of all those cups because they were leaching chemical products. And I
Oh
mean, I'm
yeah.
telling you, it was strong. But I think it's just a combination of all that stuff that we're getting in our body, and that's what's causing it. So
No, yeah, for sure. But we're going back into it. So, is there anywhere that you maybe are you able to tell us who you've written songs for? Maybe we can check out some of your structures.
well, yeah, I've written songs with quite a few people. I went to the studio and wrote and recorded with a guy named Don Lewis.
Okay.
Written with a young lady out of Granbury, Texas, named Olivia Joy. I've written some songs with some two gentlemen named Wheeler and Tony Cox. We just wrote a song called "I'm Your Guy." Uh, and written with my really good brother, who I'm going to California with soon, Mr. Chris Detroit. Chris and I have written quite a few songs. We've written a song called "Welcome to Cowtown," which is going to be released soon. A song called "God," which is getting
Nice.
released soon, and we also uh, co-wrote on a song with a couple other people. A song called "Come and Take It."
Mm-hmm.
Louis the singer is on that song, and JT Compost is on that song, and a few people. So
Nice.
yeah, I could keep going,
Actually,
but
that's what I was going to get into next because I met you on the first song for the first tour for Cowboy Cumbia tour.
oh yeah, yeah. So that opening show was in Fort Worth at Live Social in West 7th Street District, and I was fortunate enough that Chris asked me to be on that whole tour.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how you guys got connected as well too, because I was like, hey, that's actually pretty cool, and see who all Chris was uh, basically connected to.
Yeah,
And I've been kind of going into it and figuring that out. And now that you've written some songs for him,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
pretty
So
cool.
so Chris and I have been good buddies for a couple of years, and he's actually the first one that got me in the studio to get back to writing music. So I'm really grateful to Chris for that. Thank you, Chris. And for if you got to blame anybody, blame Chris Detroit because he's the one that made this happen. Actually, but you know what? Some other friends inspired me to start making music. This
Yeah.
whole creative process has been kind of like a village of people telling me that I need to start doing this. I remember 6 or 7 years ago, Chris Watson, who now plays organ for Co Wetzel, Chris, he was like, Adrian, you gotta start doing country music. And at the time, I was like, what are you talking about? And here we are. So Chris, and then my uncle Roy Garcia, who's also related to the Latin Express fam. He's passed now, God rest him.
Mhm.
But he always, hey mijo, play me some country music. He had a really thick accent, but he was a beautiful man, and I love and miss you, Uncle Roy. But he was an inspiration for me to get back to writing songs and country music. Yeah.
That is awesome, man.
Yeah.
It also takes a very big support in order to do what you do as well, because there's a lot of times people see you on stage, and they see you gaining followers, gaining a little bit more fame and everything stature, but they don't see the hard work that you put into it.
Hard work is feels like an understatement at this point. Like there's there's a lot of struggle in this game. There's a lot of uh, I heard somebody say this is the hardest career. You're constantly working. I mean, I wear this hat, but I wear a lot of hats, figuratively speaking.
Mhm.
Booking manager, graphic designer, bus driver, um, uh, Mr. Fix It, you know,
Mhm.
literally every tour manager, road manager, singer, guitar player, bass player,
Yeah.
producer. I mean, the list goes on and on. There's so many different jobs as a up and coming artist like myself that, you know, I really need a lot of help. So videographer, photographer, there's just
Yeah.
you're literally doing all the jobs
For
at
sure.
first. So until you make it, and nobody really seems to want to help you until you make it, which is
Mhm.
kind of a weird thing, right? And then once you made it, you got all this help, and yeah, weird.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy on how all that happens, you know. And then if you don't have a strong support system behind you, it's so easy to just want to give up and just be like, I'm done, you know, because then you don't have any behind you. So, how has your family always been behind you and starting your own?
Yeah, so I'm lucky and fortunate enough that I get to say I still have my mom and my dad in my life.
Mhm.
They've been a huge support system. Like I told you earlier, my dad first got me out into playing guitar, but my dad comes to just about as many shows as he can possibly do. And my mother does too. They've always supported me. My mom helps me out in many different ways, um, with making continuing to make this career. Like they're taking care of my dog right now. My dog Chill.
Yeah.
Actually, Chill is featured in that song "Come and Take It." If you listen to the first lyric to Texas boots, Mexican roots, single cab with a colt that shoots, got a dog named Chill and he loves to fish. That's my doggy. So put Chill in that song. And but anyways, yeah, my family's always been super helpful, and uh, I'm grateful to them. Yeah,
That is awesome, man. And it's good to have that.
and
So
my fiance too. My fiance helps me out. I just recently got engaged.
congratulations on that.
Oh,
That
thanks,
is
man.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's definitely a journey.
Man, it's been a blessing. It's been a long time coming too. I've never
Yeah.
been married, never been engaged, no kids, no nothing. So
Oh
I
yeah.
love you, Crystal.
Big shout out to Krista then.
Yeah.
Have you guys got a date set or anything, or is that still in the works?
Well, we got engaged in Waco,
Nice.
and I proposed to her out there on the Waco traffic circle.
Yeah.
We were I had a songwriting session set up in Rosebud, Texas, and Crystal uh, came along with me. Well, this ring that I had bought had just came in, and I'm like, oh shoot, I don't know when I'm going to ask her. I'm going to ask her at some point on this Waco trip. I told her to get a reservation at the nicest restaurant. I was pretty sure it was going to be Magnolia Table, and it was. But I asked her, "Did you make reservations?" And she said, "No, I don't think we need to make reservations." Bless you, baby. But we show up, and they're like, sorry, you can't sit here, you can't eat here. I was like, well, I guess I'm not going to be asking her to marry me at Magnolia Table. So we walked outside, and if you know Waco, you know that just across the parking lot is Health Camp, which is a burger joint. It's like an old school diner, all right?
Yeah.
And we went there, and it's on a traffic circle, so it feels super dangerous. Like, and on the side of the wall, it says, "Tell your friends you survived the Waco traffic circle." So I knew we were probably in a sketchy place. So, what she and I were having a good little conversation, and I said, "This is it. I'm gonna get engaged in the die. I don't want to wait anymore." Because I thought about it. I was like, "Man, what if we die on this traffic circle? I'll never be able to ask her. I'll never be able to live that down." So it's funny. She could see through the windows, but she couldn't see
Yeah.
where I was parked. So as I was walking out, I remember as soon as she couldn't see me anymore, I heard that Cody Johnson song, "If you got a chance, take it." And I was just running to my car, grabbed that ring, came back and asked her. And she said yes.
That is awesome, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, man. So life has been great. Life's been great.
Yeah, that's good, man. It's good to see how things are improving for you. And you know, as you said, you know, you keep getting more, you keep gaining, you know, stature on your own as well. So did you call down here and book this gig right here, or
Man, I told you I wear a lot of hats, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So I'm also my booking manager, booking agent right
yeah,
now, all the things. So yeah,
okay,
that hit these guys up, and they listened to my music, they liked it, and so they booked me. So
That is awesome, man. I've listened to I've listened to you whenever we were over there, and so I've been trying to look up some of your music. Is there anywhere that anybody can find any of there's something that you've released, a single or anything?
well, right now the only music that's out is songs by other people. This is going to
Okay.
be my debut album. I haven't released any singles yet publicly, like to Spotify or Instagram or anything like that. But if you go to my shows, I'm playing my songs. So
Nice.
um, my record will be coming out soon. I keep saying that. We've been talking to a couple of different distributors and having some issues with the distributors, trying to find the right one.
Nice.
So I got an okay with a particular company, and we're gonna do it. So
Okay.
we're just getting the timeline right. You know, everything in God's time. So
Yeah. Are you gonna have like a release party whenever you do that?
oh yeah, man, you want to go?
Yeah, I do.
All right, you're in.
That's gonna be awesome. I'll cover it too. I'll try to see if I can go live there.
Locked in.
All right.
Yeah,
That way we can have a live release party for you.
let's do it, man.
All right, cool. That sounds great. I should have I'll make sure that I have all my stuff set up and ready that time.
Right on. Nice.
And so I'm working on upgrading the camera. This is actually being shot on a iPad here, which for those of you who are familiar, I usually do everything on my iPhone. So a little bit of an upgrade
Shooting
there.
on a red camera today. It's the top of the line, high quality, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. Cause yeah, and I want to give a big shout out to Christy, Mark and Christy out there who are commenting in. Yeah, we're doing it. We're living the dream right here in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, that's awesome stuff.
Shout out to Argyle, Texas.
There, we actually had a comment right here, and if you see right there, I have it pop up a little bit on the corner of the screen. But yeah, so there you go. Let's go, Adrian.
Yeah.
There you go, man. You got some supporters going.
Yeah, you guys tap in. You know, like this post, and the more you comment, the more other people are going to see this too. So.
And for sure, and whenever the show's very interactive, and so reply to comments as well. So we appreciate you guys. Like I said, you know, ask your questions if there's something that you guys want to know. Go ahead and ask them and comment it in. All right. So that's how I like
We'll
to
be
do the
taking
show.
questions later on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is I like to keep it very interactive with everybody that comes in. That's
Yeah,
why I
ask
put the
away,
comments on the
folks.
screen. So no. Sorry, I had a train of thought, but I lost it for a second there.
Okay.
Anyway, so you have a lot of shows coming up, which this is one of them today.
Yeah.
Billy Bob's on the 31st, and then where is y'all? And then on the 4th, you guys were in San Padre Island.
Yeah. So on July 4th, we were at the Cameron County Amphitheater over South Padre.
South Padre.
And we performed with DJ Kane from the Cumbia Kings, and was it Buck and Crazy? I didn't say a curse word. That's Buck with a B. And a bunch of other people. Mandy Red was out there.
And then
Sean Mecca was out there. Yeah. So it was a good time.
Yeah.
Tony King was there.
Oh,
Yeah.
And that's another guy I got to get with too, is Tony King.
Yeah.
Everybody that I've met, especially in the music industry, has all been pretty cool, you know.
Our next Cowboy Cumbia tour date is going to actually be the day before Billy Bob's.
Oh,
so
nice.
We're going to be in Sacramento, California, on August the 30th. So I'll be flying straight back from Sacramento to Billy Bob, to Fort Worth to play Billy Bob's. In Sacramento, we're playing with I can't call it the Cumbia Kings because for legal reasons, but
Yeah.
we're playing with 4 of the original members of the Cumbia Kings,
Dang.
and they're all going to be there, and they're going to be performing with us. So it's going to be great. You guys, if you're in the Sacramento area, metropolitan area, make sure you get your tickets and come out to that show. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm gonna have to see where I am financial-wise. I'd like to go out there and see that too.
Be blessed, man. Yeah, you want to go interview some Cumbia Kings?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I've interviewed DJ Kane, and actually, my ink credit is DJ Kane. He did his own little, I guess, like a clean version of Fuesta Mala.
Oh,
Where he played it on the piano because he was in a studio.
wow.
And so I did a remote interview with him.
Wow.
And so he started playing on the piano, and he did the intro part of it, and then he played the track. And so I kind of cut it together, and I kept the clean version because they can't hit me with copyright for that.
Right.
And so that became my in credit song.
There you
And
go.
so that's pretty cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I met him actually during a Lions Act Productions gala down in San Antonio.
Oh wow.
And so with Marcus Davila, this is another director that's in the area that's good to connect with as well.
Nice.
And so I was making a lot of films. He's got one coming up called The Kiddos of Hawaii. And so
Are you gonna be in that one?
I don't think so. I might. I don't
Maybe.
think so.
Lord
It's a possibility. But you know, reach out to him because he's looking for, you know, people, because he speaks Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some Spanish.
He's looking for natural Latino, like Spanish speakers and Hawaii speakers, and so that
Yeah,
may
but
be
I
the
heard
reason
you
why.
talking in a different language earlier. What was that? That was not Spanish. What was that?
That was Sixica. That was Blackfeet.
Okay. Wow.
And so I was like, "Hello, I'm Little. My name is Little Dog.
Okay, now say it.
Uki Tsanetapi Natanaku Emeteo Kawan."
I'm gonna have to practice that one. Okay, guys.
And so I'm learning more and more about my language too as it's going on. I don't want to be one of the reasons why my language dies, you know, because they say that it takes, you know, one generation for a language to die, and it takes to almost be eradicated. It takes 3 generations to bring it back.
Oh wow.
And so I'm trying to be one of the ones that I don't want it to die, you know, while I'm around. So I do it. I try to do it on my podcast. I'm about to start up a little clips of it where we can like just little reels, you know, to keep it going. The Blackfeet Community College, they do Blackfeet Word of the Week, and so I'll let them kind of keep to that right there. But I would like to go ahead and keep sharing it so that way I practice for myself. I want to teach my kids, and then have them pass it on to their kids. You know, so that way it sticks around.
Yeah.
Because it is a dying language, unfortunately, and most of the elders stick it with them.
Like the music.
Right.
I know a little bit about that.
Right. And so look, we actually have a lot of viewers right there.
Hey, shout out to David, Paul. Hey, we got my brother Chris Detroit out there listening in from Fort Worth, Texas.
Sure.
Yeah, man.
And I gotta have Chris come back on because whenever I had him on, I was going through some stuff, and so my energy was off.
Oh.
So I did have to take a couple of weeks off in order to reset my energy, and then whenever I came back, it was Mandy Red and met you know, Michael Mike.
Oh wow.
And so and then you're actually next one coming in as well. I had Robert Rios last week, and then I wanted to keep the trend going.
So basically what he's trying to say is make sure that you don't just watch today, but follow, like, subscribe to Today's Entertainers with Little Dog and watch all those other podcasts. Right?
And Adrian Garza DFW as well.
Yeah, man.
Because this is all about, you know, promoting, and I like to bring attention to you as well. Because I do have viewers that watch from other countries, and a lot of times if they don't watch it, they'll watch the replay of it, which is going to be on the YouTube podcast one.
Yeah.
And so, but I like to try to spread everybody out as far as I can. That's why I invite guests from different countries, stuff like that, so that way I can keep spreading the show. Now, whenever is there a certain time frame, maybe 6 months, 10 months, whenever you're going to be releasing your album?
Yeah, I want to release it pretty soon. I'd like to release it probably at least a couple of singles within this next month.
Okay.
I've been waiting quite a while to do this, but I got to drop a single or two. So I want to do it before the fall.
Yeah.
So before the fall, we're going to do it. In fact, my show at Billy Bob's, we're going to be shooting some content that day, which may or may not make it to the music video. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go that one too as well.
Yeah, please. You know what? I got a ticket for you.
All right, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man, we got you.
Sweet. And so, really appreciate you, man. I know that I said usually it's about a half hour for the interviews.
Yeah.
I think we're about right over there, or we haven't gone a lot longer. We've gone about right there. And so, I really appreciate your time. Now, you're gonna be playing for us for a little bit, right?
Yeah, I can play a song.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
What song are you gonna play for us?
Well, I just told you guys about that songwriting session that I wound up proposing to Crystal.
Yeah.
So I'll play the song that we wrote during that session.
Okay. Sounds great.
And you want to know what it's called?
Yes.
It's called "I'm Your Guy at the Diner."
Nice, man. All right, I'm gonna put the mic down. I'm gonna give you the screen, and then I'll be back afterwards. All right.
All right, right on, brother. Okay. All right, here we go. I probably should have checked to see if I was in tune before I did this. Okay. All right. This song is a cumbia. It's called I'm Your Guy at the Diner. I hadn't been off in 7 Sundays, and I was fiddling with the paper news when Maggie walked into the diner, and her eyes were mighty blue, blue as the can of RC Cola in her pretty hand. Told me she was getting hungry. I told her I'm your man. I'm your guy at the diner. I can serve a plate of loving, and you'll tell your friends it's fire. I'm your guy, and I'll be waiting to fix up some loving for you again at the diner. To fix up some loving for you again at the diner. That's like the condensed version. Should I play another one?
Yeah, good, man.
Yeah, one more?
Yeah.
All right. I'm in Austin, close to San Antonio, but this region right here is real big on Tejano music and country Tex-Mex music, and we lost a legend not long ago. Was it a week and a half ago? Mr. Flaco Jimenez passed away, and so I was talking to my good buddy Mr. Josh Baca from the Tex Maniacs, and I could tell he was really hurt because he knew Flaco very well. So I was inspired to write this song. This song right here is called One Day at a Time. It's a tribute to Flaco Jimenez. And One Day at a Time actually is the title of a old Tejano song that I grew up playing One Day at a Time in at graveside services all the time. So, but this is just a take on it, and this is it. So, yeah. So, on this day, feels like I lost everything. 'Cause on this day, you saw heaven's light. And from this day, sweet Jesus, I'm living one day at a time. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all I think I can make it through. 'Cause any longer, I may never recover. That's all I think I can really do. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all I think I can make it through. 'Cause living life while missing you, my heart can't learn how to do. my heart can't learn how to do. Shout out to Mr. Flaco. Little dog, you ready to get back on this screen?
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Adrian. That is awesome.
Yeah,
That's
man.
a great song. And now, for everybody out there, remember, if you're in the Austin area tonight, is going to be at 2336 South Congress Avenue, Austin, Texas. And that is Freddo ATX. Shout out to Freddo. Thanks for letting us film here today. And you guys have a wonderful night, all right? Tell them again where you're going to be at on the 30th and the 31st.
Yeah, so on the 30th, we're going to be at CH Cafe and Grill in Sacramento, California, playing with 4 of the members of the Cumbia Kings and Chris Detroit, Louis Blanco, DJ VIP, DJ Sabor Latino. And on the 31st, I'm playing at Billy Bob's, Texas, in my hometown with some other hometown boys, Cody Jinks, Josh Weathers, Joey Green, Ward Davis, Michael Lee, and myself. And we're playing for Choate Fest. So go on the Billy Bob's website and get those tickets.
And remind everybody what the Choke Fest is for as well.
Yeah, Choate Fest is a benefit for Nick Choate, who's my good buddy who's battling stage 4 cancer right now. So
All right.
yeah.
Thank you guys. And
if you haven't done so, you need to go to my Instagram page and like that thing.
That's
My Instagram handle is Adrian Garza DFW.
Exactly. So is that the only place that they can find you is on there? Or what else can I find you?
On Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, right here.
And I saw you have a YouTube page as well, too.
Yeah, Adrian Garza Music.
There you go. All right. Go give them a follow. Follow Freddo as ATX. They're on all the social medias as well. So shout out to them. Shout out to thank you, Water Pier, Texas, for supporting us, Enchiladas Ole. And shout out to Bedhead as well, as they're the event that I was out here for. So you guys have a wonderful evening. And thank you guys for tuning in today. And y'all have a wonderful day, okay? Special edition episode, because we did film on a Sunday. Normally my show is on Thursdays around 8 p.m. So, hey, Adrian, I appreciate you.
I'm going to play us out, all right? This one's On the Road Again.
Good.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Life I love is making music with my friends. And I can't wait to get on the road again.
Y'all have a great day and enjoy your Sunday.
Fuiste mal con mi corazón.